Today I have 3 stunning patterns to share with you that each use a gorgeous yet super simple beginner stitch pattern. Anya has designed these 3 beautiful patterns for you. We have a shawl, a scarf, and a hat. And each of these designs uses this beautiful interlocking crochet stitch pattern. And once you know this stitch pattern, you can use it to make other projects too, like blankets, placemats, coasters, and all sorts of other items. This set of items was designed to remind you that we are all connected. If you're going through a hard time right now and feeling a little bit fearful or alone or disconnected, let this design collection be a reminder to you that you are never alone. No matter your situation, you can always reach out for help, and there's always someone out there to connect with. And I truly hope that this shawl, scarf, and hat wrap you in that warm, joyous, comforting feeling. And I really feel this design set is the perfect one to remind you of that feeling. It's so super soft and it is so cozy. This simple textured stitch consists of just chain, single crochets, and double crochets. Very easy. I can't wait to show you in a minute how easy it is to work this stitch. I think this would be the perfect project to work on in the darker, cozier months. In the evenings when you're winding down for the day, maybe you're watching your favorite show, and you just need something to do with your hand. If you're like me, it's really hard to just sit and do nothing. Especially in the darker months, my mind tends to want to be a little bit more fearful. So I feel it's really helpful to have a project that we can work on that helps to focus our minds and fill that time with something beautiful and creative. And you really don't have to think about this stitch once you know how to work it. It's just gonna come naturally, and before you know it, you are gonna be wrapped in a beautiful textured pattern. For the shawl, we chose to use our Hermosa Hues Twisted Tweed Sport yarn. It's a 6 skein kit in these beautiful earthy hues that shift subtly one into the next. For the scarf, we chose to use a single color, raspberry, in the same Twisted Tweed Sport yarn. If you are a beginner, start with a scarf. It is a great accessory to toss on in the winter to ward off that winter chill, and you will get to tell everyone that you made it yourself. And this adorable hat was made in the same stitch and the same beautiful raspberry color that we used to make the scarf. For the hat, you just work a rectangle, same as for the scarf and the shawl. Then you seam it up, and you can see the seam here on the inside. And then literally you just cinch up the top to form a hat. And all the instructions for how to do that are included in the pattern for you. I love how the hat is cuffed too for that extra little bit of added detail. I also wanted to point out, not only do you get this gorgeous texture from the stitch pattern, you're gonna see all these little neps of different colors throughout. And that actually comes from the Twisted Tweed Sport yarn that we use to make this. The yarn has these little subtle flecks throughout which look like scattered seed. And it's actually a really unique yarn because it's a strand of Superwash Merino Wool twisted with regular merino wool, and each fiber takes the dye differently. So when we dye this yarn, we get this really unique barber pole striping effect. I will be giving away a set of this gorgeous Hermosa hues today, so if you would love to enter, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment below letting me know the name of someone in your life that reminds you that you are not alone. You can download all 3 of these beautiful patterns at expressionfiberarts.com, and you can get the yarn there as well. While you're there, be sure to sign up for email and text updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. Now let's learn how to work this interlocking crochet stitch. We're going to start with a foundation single crochet. We're going to start with some foundation single crochets, which I have shown before, but I thought it would be fun to show again. We're going to start with a chain 2, and then insert your hook into that first chain and pull up a loop. Now we'll create our first chain with a yarn over, pull through 1, and then our first single crochet with a yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to turn your little piece to the side, and you're going to find this chain that you just worked, and we're going to insert our hook under that chain, into that chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then we're going to continue repeating. Yarn over, pull through 1 to create a chain, yarn over, pull through 2 to create a single crochet. We now have 2 single crochets. Turn your piece to the side, and you're going to insert your hook into the most recent chain that you just made. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1 to create a new chain, yarn over, pull through 2 to create a new single crochet. And you're just going to continue repeating that for however many times the pattern says. And today I'm just going to work 9 since I'll be working a smaller swatch for you. And this creates a nice stretchy start to your project. You don't have to do this. You can just work a regular chain and then work single crochets into that. It's just a little less stretchy. So this is a really fun technique to learn if you are unfamiliar with it. We're going to start with a chain 1. Go ahead and turn, and we'll begin row 1, which starts with a single crochet into the first stitch, then chain 1. You're going to skip the next stitch and work a single crochet into the next stitch. And we're going to continue repeating that across our row. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip, and we're going to finish with a single crochet into that final stitch. But before you finish your single crochet, if you're wanting to change colors, you're going to go ahead and grab your second color and finish that single crochet in your second color so that this row is complete in that first color and we're ready to start the next row with this color. So you're good to work chain 1 and turn. For row 2, we're going to start with a single crochet into the first stitch. Then we're going to work a double crochet, but not into this row, into the row below. So into this foundation row that we worked. Go ahead and start your double crochet, jump down below this chain 1 into this row below, and work your double crochet into that foundation row. So we're basically skipping down a row. Then you're going to repeat across, chain 1. You're going to skip this next stitch, and where you have this next chain 1, you're going to drop below that into the foundation row below to work your double crochet. Chain 1, skip this next stitch, and below this chain 1, drop down to the row below to work your double crochet. And just continue repeating that. Chain 1, skip 1, work your double crochet below this chain 1 into the row below. And when you do reach the end, you're going to finish with that double crochet in the previous row, and then a single crochet into the final stitch, a chain 1, and turn. For row 3, we're going to start with a single crochet into the first stitch. Then you're going to work a chain 1, and we're going to skip this next stitch here, which was that double crochet, and we're going to work the double crochet in the previous row here. So skip this chain 1, also go down into the row below and work your double crochet there. So we're dropping down a row. And you'll continue repeating that along your row. Chain 1, skip this next stitch, and under this chain 1, you're going to drop down to the row below to work your double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and below the chain 1 from this row, you're going to drop down and work your double crochet into that row below. When you get over towards the end, you're going to chain 1, skip 1 stitch, work a single crochet into the final stitch, and if you are ready to change colors, before you finish that single crochet, you can pull your other color up. Just pull it right up the side and finish off that single crochet with your new color, and then chain 1 and turn. Then to make the rest of your project, you're going to repeat rows 2 and 3. To work the final row, you're going to start with a single crochet into the first stitch. Then we'll work our double crochet into the previous row. So drop down to the row below and work your double crochet just like you've been doing. Single crochet into the next stitch. Double crochet into the previous row like you've been doing. And you're just going to alternate those across your row. Single crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the previous row, single crochet, double crochet, and when you get to the end, you're just going to work a single crochet into that final stitch. So when you repeat those rows, you're going to get this really cool reversible textured stitch. And that's how simple this project is to make. It truly is a joy to work on, and I hope you love every minute of it. Have a delightful time crocheting this cozy set, and remind yourself that you have so many beautiful connections out in this world, and you are never alone. Take care now, and I will see you very soon. Bye!